Narcissists do that don't feel like abuse. Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into the hidden and often unspoken aspects of narcissistic abuse. If you've ever wondered about the subtle yet profoundly damaging tactics narcissists employ, you're in the right place. From the insidious ways they gatekeep hygiene to the exploitative use of their children's videos, narcissists have a myriad of methods to control and demean. We'll explore 5 extremely abusive behaviors that no one talks about, shedding light on how narcissistic parents withhold essential knowledge, use their children for financial gain, and manipulate their surroundings to maintain power. Whether it's forcing you to work around the clock, using toxic spirituality to gaslight, or even turning a car ride into a torture chamber, these actions are as covert as they are harmful. Understanding these details is crucial to recognizing the abnormality in such relationships and the impact on your mental and emotional well-being. So, if you're eager to uncover these dark truths and equip yourself with knowledge, please consider subscribing to our channel. Your subscription helps spread awareness about narcissistic abuse and supports our mission to empower survivors. Let's get started and expose these abusive behaviors for what they truly are. Here are 5 very bad things that narcissists do. 1. Narcissists neglect teaching basic hygiene. Narcissistic parents often neglect to teach their children proper hygiene. They don't show love or guide their kids in personal care as they grow. During the critical teenage years, when self-identity is fragile, narcissistic parents fail to provide support or teach basics, self-acceptance, and hygiene. They might even ridicule their children, calling them dirty or stinky, using their natural bodily changes against them. This lack of guidance leaves teenagers to figure things out on their own, often feeling lost and unsupported. Friends or their parents might step in to offer help, but children of narcissistic parents often feel abandoned and ill-prepared for the world. 2. Narcissistic parents exploit their children online. Narcissistic parents exploit their children by posting videos of them online without their consent, purely for financial gain. They strip away their children's childhood, happiness, and privacy, turning their lives into a continuous performance. The children's every move is recorded, and their genuine feelings are ignored. When a child cries, the narcissistic parent may encourage more tears to create a dramatic effect for the camera, aiming to attract more views. This exploitation robs children of their innocence, leaving them feeling lost and unable to trust others. This is a stark example of the harm caused by selfish parenting. 3. Forcing you to work constantly. Maintaining health requires a balance of activity and rest, but narcissists demand constant attention to their inflated egos. You're expected to cook, clean, work, and take care of the children while they indulge in TV, video games, or socializing. You're responsible for all household duties, both inside and outside. When you ask for help or a break, you're labeled as too emotional. They compare you to others, saying things like, "Look at that person's spouse. They work out more and still look fat. What do you do at home? You're lazy." They twist the narrative to make you seem ungrateful. They exploit you as free labor, causing you to miss out on personal time and career opportunities, leaving you frustrated and exhausted. 4. Using religion to manipulate you. Imagine one parent is spiritual while the other is a narcissist. When you complain about the narcissistic parent's behavior, the spiritual parent doesn't validate your feelings. Instead, they tell you to forgive, citing karma and saying that being good to others controls your fate. They use chaos and conflict to manipulate you into supporting the narcissist, enjoying the power this gives them. This is abuse disguised under the facade of spirituality, where they talk about angels, wear light jewelry, and dress in white. As a spiritual leader or parent, they manipulate facts and truths to serve their own needs, causing harm while appearing benevolent. 5. Using the car to inflict torture. This is rarely discussed, but narcissists know how to trap you in a car. If you accidentally change the song or express a preference for different music, they will scream and yell, knowing you can't escape. The car becomes a place for psychological torment. If you try to defend yourself, they might drive recklessly, deriving pleasure from your fear. Eventually, you end up begging them to calm down to prevent further escalation. This is a method of control that suffocates your mind. While not all drivers initiate conflicts intentionally, narcissists do, making this behavior especially cruel. Thank you for joining today's deep dive into the hidden tactics of narcissistic abuse. We've uncovered 5 extremely abusive behaviors that often go unnoticed: gatekeeping hygiene, exploiting children, forcing non-stop work, using toxic spirituality for gaslighting, and turning car rides into torture chambers. These insights are crucial for understanding the true impact of narcissistic relationships and reclaiming your power. If you've experienced any of these behaviors, know that you're not alone, and that awareness is the first step towards healing. Your journey to recovery and self-empowerment is just beginning, and we're here to support you every step of the way. Please share your experiences in the comments below. Your story could provide guidance and hope to others facing similar challenges. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps spread awareness about narcissistic abuse and provides a platform for survivors to find the resources and encouragement they need. Until next time, remember to take care of yourself, set strong boundaries, and let the healing begin and continue. Together, we can overcome the darkness of narcissistic abuse and move towards a brighter, healthier future. Today, we're delving into a topic that may leave some scratching their heads. Why do narcissists occasionally display acts of kindness or generosity? It's a puzzling question, but with narcissists, nothing is ever straightforward. So, why do they do it? Well, like everything else in their repertoire, it's all part of their strategic playbook. Today, we'll uncover the primary reason behind a narcissist's seemingly generous or helpful gestures, even though their intentions are far from sincere. If you're feeling perplexed, particularly if you're entwined with a narcissist, know that you're not alone. The truth is, the closer you are to them, the less they prioritize your well-being. So if you find yourself consistently receiving the short end of the stick while others bask in their favor, it could be a telltale sign you're dealing with a covert narcissist. But let's not waste any more time. Today, we'll explore 4 main reasons why narcissists display niceties, and believe me, it's all about what's in it for them. So grab a seat and let's embark on this journey together. It's essential to grasp that beneath the veneer of confidence, narcissists harbor deep-seated fears. Yes, you heard that correctly, fears. These fears strike at the core of their ego, leaving them vulnerable. And when confronted with these fears, narcissists will stop at nothing to evade them, whether it entails cutting off communication or orchestrating a smear campaign. They'll employ every tactic in their arsenal. So, what's their greatest dread, you wonder? Well, it's the daunting prospect of you walking away, of bidding farewell without a backward glance. That's their worst nightmare realized. Reflect on your experiences in a relationship with a narcissist. Recall how they desperately tried to prevent you from leaving, even after summoning the courage to walk away. They'd come crawling back, pleading for another chance. Why are they so petrified of your departure? Because to them, it's more than just you exiting the scene. It's an outright rejection, and that's something they simply can't handle. They crave your unwavering presence, regardless of the circumstances. So when you see through their facade and decide to depart, it's as if their entire world crumbles around them. Deep down, they're aware of the toxicity of their behavior, despite attempts to conceal it. This awareness is significant because it indicates that their actions aren't arbitrary, they're intentional, with a clear objective in mind. Let's take a moment to ponder how these individuals lure us into these relationships, subtly convincing us to remain even amidst turmoil. For narcissists, someone leaving signifies rejection, a glaring indication that they're no longer desired or needed. And that's a harsh reality for them to confront. They yearn for our steadfast companionship, even if they're incapable of fostering a healthy relationship. Hence, they'll employ every tactic imaginable to prevent our departure or to coax us back once we've walked away. But here's the twist. If we've inflicted what's termed a narcissistic injury, essentially, if we've wounded or exposed them in a significant manner, then reconciliation becomes inconceivable. They're too humiliated to entertain the notion of reconciliation. The prospect of failing to win us back terrifies them. In fact, it's not merely a fear, it's their ultimate dread. The fear that we'll see through their facade, opt to leave, and divulge their true nature to others. It's akin to opening Pandora's box for them, a total revelation and vulnerability. And here's the kicker. Narcissists thrive on the validation they receive from those in their orbit. If people start catching on to their true nature and unraveling their schemes, they won't be doling out the praise and admiration the narcissist so desperately craves. And let me tell you, that validation is their lifeblood. They simply cannot function without it. When someone decides to cut ties with a narcissist, it hits them right in the gut, big time. It's like reopening old wounds from their past, when they felt abandoned and emotionally neglected. Back then, they couldn't quite comprehend why it hurt so much, but boy, did it sting. That's why they go to great lengths to prevent you from leaving or seeing through their facade. It's akin to shining a spotlight on their deepest fears and past traumas, things they'd rather keep buried. They're fully aware of their actions, but they're trapped in a cycle they can't escape. Changing their behavior would mean not getting what they want, and that's simply not an option for them. Why fix something that's not broken, right? Having their needs met is everything to a narcissist. It's like the ultimate quest for acceptance, love, and attention they missed out on during their formative years. So naturally, they're fixated on ensuring those needs are fulfilled now. It's as if their entire world revolves around it. It might sound unbelievable that something so seemingly insignificant could have such a profound impact on them, but believe me, it's a big deal. That ache from their past, it's like a spectre haunting them into adulthood, driving every action they take. They're on an endless quest to fill that void, and it tinges every aspect of their existence. To truly unravel the mystery of narcissists, you've got to delve deep into the recesses of their minds. Their entire existence revolves around trying to fill these voids left from their childhood, like a hunger for acceptance, love, and attention. Every move they make is driven by this relentless quest to satisfy these fundamental needs. It might seem perplexing from an outsider's perspective, but trust me, it's pivotal in comprehending their behaviors. One thing that sends them into a tailspin is the fear of their exes exposing their true selves. They're terrified that someone will see through their facade and spill their secrets. Despite their anxiety, they can't seem to break free from their old patterns. It's as if their past holds them captive, puppeteering their actions as they chase after something they never received enough of in their formative years. Narcissists often appear as lost souls, drifting through life without a clear sense of identity. It's crucial to understand that they perceive the world through a completely different lens than the rest of us. Their reality is a distorted one, often shaped by their own unresolved traumas and insatiable ego. You might wonder why they persist in their repetitive behaviors, but for them, it's ingrained in their very being. Their actions are rooted in deep-seated wounds and traumas from their past. At their core, all they truly desire is for you to remain by their side indefinitely, showering them with unwavering love and admiration. But let's face it, reality isn't a fairy tale. Sometimes, you must recognize when to walk away, especially if staying only perpetuates harm rather than healing. For narcissists, facing rejection or abandonment is akin to reliving their worst nightmares from childhood. It dredges up those old wounds that never fully healed, casting a shadow over even the most mature of individuals. At the core of their every action lies a relentless pursuit of eliciting reactions from others and securing validation. It's as if they possess a meticulously crafted playbook, with each maneuver designed to manipulate and extract whatever they desire. And what they desire is rather straightforward. They crave the fulfillment of their every whim and fancy. Wrap your mind around this notion. Their entire strategy revolves around winning people over or ensnaring them in their web of deceit. Their approach is shrouded in illusion, adept at reflecting back whatever image they believe you wish to see, thereby distorting reality and leaving you questioning your own sanity. But why resort to such smoke and mirrors tactics? The answer lies in the fear of exposing their true selves. What if you reject them or see through their facade? They simply cannot bear the thought of such rejection. Thus, they opt for the safer route of projecting a false persona tailored to your expectations. Each interaction becomes a gamble for them, as they fervently hope to be perceived as nothing short of extraordinary. However, even the slightest hint of doubt triggers a flurry of efforts to ensure you see them in the light they wish to be seen. Delving beneath the surface, one begins to unravel the complexities of their behavior. It all stems from an ingrained dread of rejection, coupled with unmet childhood needs that continue to steer their actions well into adulthood. These unmet needs remain the driving force behind every move they make, shaping their interactions and relationships in profound ways. Narcissists are masters of adaptation, morphing their personas to mirror yours in a calculated effort to ensnare you. They target those with compassionate and patient dispositions, anticipating their loyalty through thick and thin. This ploy serves to forge a distorted bond where your kindness becomes their sustenance. They thrive on this dynamic like parasites at a feast, with your empathy fueling their vitality. To sever that connection is their greatest fear. They will go to any lengths to retain their hold on you, not out of genuine concern for you, but because you serve as their personal wellspring of power. When they return, pleading for another chance, it's not born out of a longing for your companionship as an individual. Instead, it's a calculated move to extract further benefits from you. In the eyes of narcissists, people are mere instruments, devoid of emotions and needs. Their focus lies solely on what they can extract from you, devoid of any empathy or genuine connection. Therefore, if you find yourself entangled with a narcissist, it's vital to recognize this truth. There's no hope for a miraculous transformation. They are entrenched in their ways, impervious to change through mere wishful thinking. Embracing this stark reality empowers you to break free from their toxic influence and reclaim autonomy over your life. As we conclude, maneuvering through relationships with narcissists proves immensely challenging, given their deeply rooted fears and unfulfilled needs steering their actions. While comprehending their motivations aids in handling interactions, it's crucial to acknowledge the slim likelihood of significant change in a narcissist. Genuine love and respect, often lacking in narcissistic relationships, are fundamental rights for everyone. Your interest in exploring the intricacies of narcissism is valued. If you found this discourse beneficial, please express your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. Your engagement enables us to continue disseminating valuable insights. Remember, knowledge empowers us to navigate relationships more effectively. Let's persist in this journey of comprehension and empathy together. Additionally, don't overlook the resources provided in the description, including a complimentary book and details on one-on-one consultations to further support you. Thank you for dedicating your time to growth. Wishing you health and well-being until our next exchange. Take care.